So, this little man created us a little bit of an emergency last week. We had to do a little trip to the vets. But while we were going to the vets, at no point was I thinking, how much is this going to cost? Let me tell you why. Say hi. Say hi. So hi everybody, it's Samantha from the channel Trying to Get By. So poor old Smarty, a trip to the vets. So what happened was, let me tell you the story. Last week, without sounding a bit rude, I was in the bathroom. I was sat on the toilet and Smarty decides to jump in the bath. Never seen him do that before. Then he looks like he's trying to go to the toilet himself. Never seen him do that before, especially not in the bath. Poor thing was struggling, and when I looked in the bath after he'd got out, there were little spots of water with a little bit of pinkness to them, and I thought, oh gosh, he's got a water infection. Phoned the vet up. First thing the vet said was, has he been? No. Right, bring him in, we class that as an emergency. Oh my goodness. I was so worried. I was so worried about him. He is just such a precious little boy, and the last thing I want is anything to happen to him or for him to be poorly or anything like that. So we rushed straight to the vets, got him sorted. Fortunately, no blockage, antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, and he's all fine now. But like I said before, at no point did I think, how much is this going to cost? Where are we going to get the money from? The reason for this is we plan. We plan in advance. And I want to show you today the things that we do to plan and prepare for our emergencies, and what we do to budget and make sure that we've got enough funds to look after the things that are important in our lives. So here are the three main things I use to do my monthly planning and budgeting. I have my Legend Planner, which is great. I have my cards that focus on my sinking funds, and I have my budgeting categories for the month. So at the back of the Legend Planner, I have all my bills. These are the things that come out. Apart from the gas and the electric at the bottom, these are the things that come out each month, and I've written down the date that they will come out. So I know how much those things are going to cost me each month. My gas and my electric are part of my sinking funds, and I will explain that in a moment. My other sinking funds are home insurance, car tax, MOT, car insurance, and yeah, the Xbox, because it's better to save for it. At the end of each month, or when we get paid, what we do is we get this whole amount, and that is what goes straight in to the direct debit account, and that is sorted. They don't get thought about then at all, because I know that I've got the money to pay all those bills at that time. The next thing we have are my sinking fund cards. So let me go through these. So for example, this one is my home insurance. I put away £12 each month, because that is based on how much at the end of a year roughly the home insurance will cost. Now this year, by the time the home insurance was due, we'd saved £156. I went online, I found a better deal than what we had already budgeted for. So we ended up only paying £105.27 for the year for the same value home insurance. There's a difference there. That money will not get spent. Whatever was left, which I think is about £51, will not get spent, will not be thought of as, oh, we've got extra money. No, that will be continued in this account, because I don't know, next year, will it cost us more? Who knows? Xbox, again, we put away a certain amount each month. We try and find a deal online to make sure that we have got a good deal and a good budget. Car insurance, again, I put away £30 a month based on the expectation it was going to cost us potentially 300 and something pounds. Bargain. Absolute bargain with the RAC. But again, the leftover money will not just go and be spent. Again, what happens if car insurance goes up next year? We don't know. Plus, it would be nice to have a little bit of money in here to cover the excess if we had an accident or something happened to the car. Gas and electric, I save a certain amount each month. Again, this is probably going to go up because of the current issues with prices and energy going up. It's just ridiculous. But we still put a certain amount each month away to make sure that when the bill's due, we have got the money to pay. The next categories are the ones that cover our monthly budget. So this month, pets, we have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and tropical fish. So we have a biggish budget for those animals. We have 2 that are on medication, and we don't have insurance because they have pre-existing medical conditions, and it just worked out from our point of view better for us to put money aside if we need it. So this covers all our foods and things like that, and we are all sorted. So when the vet bill came, and it was only £80, that's not horrendous for the vets, I knew we had enough money in this account to sort it out. If it had been much more, I would have gone to our emergency fund. It's so important to our family to have an emergency fund because you never know what could happen. So if the washing machine breaks or the dishwasher breaks or we need to buy something new or the car needs a massive lot of work doing on it and we just don't have it in our other budgets, we have got an emergency fund there to cover it. So if this bill had been higher, I would have used our emergency fund, and that is why I wasn't thinking about it when we took Smarty to the vets. Fuel. I track how many litres we put in, how much it cost, where we got it from, and what date we bought it. Then I can see, are the prices going up? Am I getting it from the best place? I can also see if suddenly something happens and the car starts running really badly and needs fuel topping up more, and we've not done any significant journeys, is something wrong with the car? This gives me a clue. This is our miscellaneous category. Now, last month, we didn't spend a great deal in our miscellaneous category. This month, we have spent a little bit more. This is for things that we might need from DIY or extra things that we need to buy, or a pair of shoes because a pair of shoes have broken. And last but not least, food. I like having this in my purse because I literally can just go in the shop and track each time I make a purchase, and I know how much we have got left to spend for the rest of the month. So this is how I organise my budgeting. So these cards, my monthly cards, live in my purse. My sinking fund cards live in the back of my legend planner because generally I only need to use those once a month. So that's how we do our budgeting. It's not complicated. It works for us. It's not about making massive spreadsheets and charts and graphs. Well, it's certainly not for me. For those of you who want to do that and that works for you, that's fabulous, but this is just the simplest way that we do it for us. Now, I will say with our monthly budgeting things, if we do have money left over at the end of the month from those categories, no, we don't splurge it. We put it in our savings. We put it towards other things. The only category that I might not is probably food, because if I do have some money left at the end of the month in the food category, I'd rather top up some things in our cupboard just to make sure that we've got enough in there to help us out when maybe we want to have a no spend month, or we want to just make sure that we've got enough if there are any emergencies. So I hope this video was useful for you. Let me know in the comments below, what do you do? How do you budget? Is there a better way from what I'm doing it that works brilliantly for you? I don't use the envelope budgeting system that I know some people do, purely because we don't pay for anything in cash. It's very, very rare that we will have cash on us, particularly with what's been going on over the past 2 years. But generally, it's just a lot easier for us to use our bank cards instead. So let me know. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you on this journey with us.